minus 1.2, this becomes 0. Bring down z. 5.4 minus 1.2 is 4.2. That is our answer to that problem. All right, you should have noticed by now with these three problems, if the equation has addition in it, you will use subtraction to get the variable by itself. So let me write that down. If the equation is using addition, then we use subtraction to isolate the variable. Okay, we're going to be talking about that a lot in this chapter. All right, we always use the opposite operation to get the variable by itself. So in this case, it was addition. So the opposite operation is subtraction to isolate the variable. Okay. Let me do one more example with fractions. Okay, if we had r plus 1/3 equals 7/9. Okay, we want to get the r all by itself. All right, but this is trickier because it's a fraction. All right, remember, we're never a fan of fractions. We have to have common denominators if we're dealing with addition or subtraction. So we are going to turn 1/3. If we multiply it by 3/3, we are going to turn it into 3/9. So it matches the denominator in 7/9. So I'm going to rewrite it. Instead of writing 1/3, I'm going to write 3/9 equals 7/9. Okay, so once again, we want the r by itself. So we need to subtract 3/9 from both sides. Remember, whatever we do to the left side, we must do to the right side. The 3/9 cancel out. Bring down the r. 7/9 minus 3/9. We can now subtract because it's common denominators. And we get r equals 4/9. All right, so these are examples where it was addition and we had to use subtraction. All right, let's do some examples where the equation has subtraction and we are going to have to use addition to get the variable by itself. So let's try this one. X minus 4 equals 14. Okay, so you want to notice we're dealing with subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So we're going to be using addition to get the x by itself. All right, so the opposite of subtracting 4 is adding 4. We do it to the left side and the right side. When we do that, right, a minus 4 and a plus 4 turns into a 0. We bring the x down. 14 plus 4 equals 18. Our answer is x equals 18. Now we could check that. If you take your 18 and plug it into our equation, 18 minus 4, yes, it does equal 14. So we know we solved it correctly. Let's try it again. Let's do y minus 5 equals 33. We have an equation with subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. We want the y to be by itself. So instead of subtracting 5, we are going to add 5 to the left and right side. Draw your equal sign. Your 5's will cancel out. Bring the y down. 33 plus 5 will give you 38. Okay, once again, we can check. If we plug 38 in, 38 minus 5, yes, it does give us 33. So we know we solved it correctly. All right, let's try another one. Let's do a decimal. Z minus 2.6 equals 7.8. Our equation is subtraction, so we need to do the opposite. The opposite of subtracting 2.6 is adding 2.6. We do it to both sides, the left and right. Draw the equal sign. The 2.6's cancel out to 0. Bring down the z. Add up this side. 8 and 6 is 14. Carry, and we get 10.4 as our answer. If we were to plug it in, yes, 10.4 minus 2.6 will give you an answer of 7.8. Okay, one last one. We'll do one with a fraction. So if we had r minus 1/2 equals, let's see, let's do 12/8. So r minus 1/2 equals 12/8. We need to have common denominators. So we need to turn our 1/2 into a fraction with an 8 at the bottom. Right? So if I take 1/2 and multiply it by 4/4, it turns into 4/8. So I'm going to substitute it. Instead of writing 1/2, I will write 4/8 equals 12/8. Okay, now I can solve because I have common denominators. So the opposite of subtracting 4/8 would be to add 4/8 to both sides. The 4/8 cancel out, and I'm left with r equals 16/8, which turns into r equals 2. Okay, so 6th grade. Sorry, this is a long video because we're doing something that is brand new. What's nice is you can stop and replay different sections of this if you are having trouble. Right? I have posted 10 problems for you to try that are just like these problems. All right, want you to try them. You're going to do your work on a separate sheet of paper. All right, click the turn in button to me. Right, and we will, on Tuesday, we will practice these same sorts of problems again. All right, so we're going to be working on this skill for the next 2 days, maybe 3, depending on what your answers look like when you send them to me. Try your best. All right, watch the video. You can use your math book as a reference. That can help also. Look at some of the videos that I posted last week and give it a shot. All right. Best of luck, and I will talk to you on Tuesday. Thank you.